Question 13. If God is all-seeing and all-knowing, why is so much suffering permitted in this world? The omnipresent consciousness we call God, or the Great Spirit, etc., does not limit our spiritual growth by decreeing which lessons are available to us, allowing us the pleasure of one, while shielding us from another because it is painful. If this was so, we would not develop with a complete or balanced understanding, and our spiritual progression and attainment would therefore be limited. God has given us free will and personal responsibility for all we think, say and do. This allows each of us the choice of how, when and where we undertake to experience the many and varied lessons of life. This can include choices we may not physically enjoy but nonetheless advance our soul growth. But it is quite often us who agree to accept such a challenging life. Naturally, suffering can also be caused by our own free will choices upon earth, such as our choice of diet and lifestyle and so forth. It can also be caused by the actions of others on earth, so need not be something accepted pre-birth. When we see the suffering that some souls experience, it is only natural that our response should be one of regret, compassion and sympathy. On earth we are of course rarely if ever able to see why anyone would have chosen to experience a particular lesson. Nor can we comprehend the full value they may reap from the experience or lesson. Such decisions, as I have said, are undertaken on that higher level of consciousness before birth, when each of us is fully aware of their value. Such lessons indeed help the spiritual growth and development of an individual, producing a deeper understanding of suffering and the response of compassion. Therefore, those who experience suffering are far better equipped to help others who suffer. As harsh as it is whilst we are on earth, suffering is of course a transient experience. I may be repeating myself when I say that such an experience can add to our spiritual growth and eventually help us to progress as more enlightened spirit beings. Certain teachings need to be repeated to ensure that they are absorbed into our understanding, even if they are still unpleasant while we are here on earth. As unfeeling as it may seem, the reason for one's suffering can be far-reaching. This is because the lessons can also be shared by those who may be confronted with the responsibility of caring for the one suffering. It is a fact that sometimes a brave soul may agree to come to earth knowing full well that they will find themselves physically suffering in some capacity. By doing so they may help teach those around them. For instance, there are many people who find they have to care for a loved one. This teaches them tolerance, patience, commitment, and increased compassion and so forth. It is practically impossible for us upon earth to judge the reasons why life unfolds as it does. It is therefore not the responsibility of God to stop or prevent suffering. We, as eternal spirit beings, have to learn and progress to the degree where we no longer need to return to earth. Then all our suffering will certainly be at an end. The responsibility is our own.